Fractions are everywhere. The concept of the fraction half is as old as humanity itself. All cultures throughout history have known the difference between whole and half. If we take a circle and divide the circle into two parts and fill in one of two parts, then we can describe that as a fraction 1/2, or 1/2. Nature did not learn fractions from us. We use fractions to describe what we see in nature. Then we use the same fractions to describe the things we manufacture, the food we eat, and how we pay for it. The mathematical operation of fractions is at least 3,000 years old. Fractions were very important to the ancients, so they had very accurate methods of dealing with fractions. The base 60 system was used by the ancient Babylonians because that system was far more efficient when dealing with fractions. The clocks that we use, 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, the 360 degrees in a circle. 6 times 60 is 360. 360 degrees on a compass. That's a base 60 system that was brought to us by the ancients. These base 60 systems were used by the ancients because the base 60 systems were much more efficient when dealing with fractions. Today, we use a base 10 system, and although the base 10 system has many advantages, the base 10 system we use makes dealing with fractions much more difficult. So we will break parts of fractions down into their prime numbers so that we can add, subtract, multiply, divide, and reduce fractions. If we take 1/2 and add 1/6, then we end up with 2/3. And it doesn't matter whether we're talking about pieces of pie or pieces of pizza, or we're talking about lengths of rope or lengths of land, whether we're talking about weights or volumes. Regardless, 1/2 of anything plus 1/6 of anything is always going to give us 2/3 of the same thing. And that phenomenon is something that interested the ancients long ago. The logical process of fractions does not change because the logical process of nature does not change. So take some time to see the places that fractions exist. You may be surprised to find them everywhere.